wish I could say to all good people, do not get interviewed. Here's 1977. Sylvester Stallone on Making Rocky. And he's interviewed by this pompous ass from Britain.
Script after production after 5 to 10 days. But all that aside, I really think that they just wanted to get rid of me.
Now, he said a wonderful, eloquent introduction of why he made that kind of movie, and then this guy says, oh, isn't it a little bit presumptuous that you, wanted to be in the film, and, tried to downgrade it, but this Sylvester Stallone is so gracious. So gracious in every level of the way, but he can't stop. The stupid British guy wants to kind of keep on. You can see the envy between the British and the Americans here. But this is only 13 minutes. I really recommend anyone to watch it, but he keeps talking about it. Then he'll like throw it down. Hey, then you just got a percentage. Like, what is it, $20,000? Whatever. But Rocky is just saying, oh my gosh, it's just awesome. He's so gracious, and I like the way he said, even if I pushed to be able to star in it, but I wanted to lose on my own terms.
Really quite poor.
You're really quite poor, weren't you? Like, it never ends, this guy, but Sly is still holding on to his healthy American face, you know what I'm saying? Now I just started watching this, but what I want to describe is just, this is how the interviews go. But these people in those days weren't aware, or maybe he was, but he was just so loaded down with the success that it was okay. He could listen to this jerk interview him and try to tag down, man, and he couldn't do it. But now, I was there when Rocky, I was, alive, and I was not a child when Rocky came out. And I was probably in the, 5th grade or something like that. And then I had siblings and, older grades. But I'm going to tell you something. I grew up in a tough town, like where the original It was filmed. Really tough town. You could see the hills, the old school. When Rocky came out, everyone, all the young kids, we were like ba 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 do 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 do. Do you really doubt at all? I'm just like, I'm not such a little slimy little thing. He's trying to draw upon this man's lifeblood. Rocky was such a phenomenon. Everybody started wearing sweatpants and whatever, and jogging and climbing the stairs and going, flying high now, gonna try now. And it's all about, you make it, like he said, even in this thing, the way he had this thing made was, you fly or you sink on your own terms. At least, the money, he wasn't able to be bought by money to go away and stuff like that. That's the American dream. It's not this tedious materialism. It's to see how great you can respect yourself and look at yourself in the mirror with your own decisions and stuff like that. Something that this little this weaselly little British guy will never understand, and that's why he's dumbfounded by Sylvester Stallone in this interview. So that's what I wanted to say, is look at these horrible interviewing skills, but how you can tell a winner is how this guy is just like, he's just surpassing anything that this stupid British guy is trying to throw at him to demean him or embarrass him by talking about how much money he made or how much money he was offered to go away. Like, just have a look at this. See, look. You see, it's just British. It's British. Like, they always had this long-term envy. Look at the madness of King George.
He's right at the peak.
it starts with the guy being so constipated, his doctor was looking at his feces to see if he had senna, or and also then he had to go to a funny farm for a while to get better because it was making him crazy because he lost America. But this is the long-standing feud between Americans and British. Sorry! Now, the only thing I like about the British at this point, I mean, there's lots of good bands like Deep Purple and Judas Priest, like lots of good bands from the steel towns and stuff like that, industrial towns. I like the sense of humor about themselves. But Benny Hill had all the girls in Benny Hill, the pretty girls, they all had wonderful hairstyles. We should all emulate the variety of hairstyles on Benny Hill. And it's actually all one classic haircut. And it's not where all these salons try to be all artsy-fartsy, and they shred your hair to shit, and so that you only have one hairstyle and you need to buy lots of product to maintain that hairstyle. But no, just look at Benny Hill and start doing their hairstyles. The British were one, good at that. They had the budgie hairstyle, like I don't think anyone, I think they were really at the forefront of hair, including Vidal Sassoon and stuff like that. He was from England. So, they should just stick to that. Obviously this guy, I just want to say, don't get interviewed.
When the person
don't do it.
Hasn't had that type of money. Really
gonna try now. It was a phenomenon. I lived through it. I witnessed it. Kids don't lie. All the teenagers, from little kids to teenagers, everybody was just Rocky.